Welcome to another video of the Tech Tips on Tuesday. Today we're going to talk about the infrared sensors connecting to the Raspberry Pi. So last week we saw the programming of the Arduino on how the sensors work, and this week we're going to talk about the infrared sensors on the Raspberry Pi. So we have the same structure again. So here the Raspberry Pi section, we have the traffic light, and we have the two sensors, the blue LED and the button. If I press on the blue button, the blue LED will be lit, and as soon as the orange LED goes on from traffic light 1, then the blue LED is off. The same what we did with the Arduino, we're now gonna do it in the Raspberry Pi. So we have two sensors. If I block this sensor, the blue LED goes on, and if I block the other sensor, the blue LED goes off. So doing it again, blue LED is on and the blue LED is off. I did the same as in the Arduino, which means that if the cycle that the orange LED has not been lit yet on traffic light 1, we cannot repeat the cycle of enabling the blue LED. So let's wait until the cycle starts with the yellow LED lit. So now it goes to red. Now I can turn on the blue LED and I can turn it off, but I cannot turn it back on until the orange light is lit. So let's wait until it's done. Okay. Now I can turn the blue LED on again. So let's now stop the program. Let's clear the LEDs and we will create a new program. So let me save this program first under infrared sensor, and we're gonna start all the way from scratch. So to start from scratch, of course, we need to include the libraries again. So include the libraries. From GPIO 0, I'm gonna import LED, but I also need to do something for the infrared sensors. And for the infrared sensors, I can use the function line sensor in the GPIO 0. So from GPIO 0, I'm gonna import line sensor. I'm also gonna import sys for system functions. So now let's define the pins. So defining the pin for the blue LED. So that's blue, and then LED pin number 20. We are going to use the same method as in the Arduino. So sense pin 1 will be line sensor 25, and sense pin 2 will be line sensor 16. So let me grab the output of the GPIO read all, in which we can see how the names are defined for the physical pins on the Raspberry Pi in the middle, towards the names which are connected to it, and the BCM pin numbering, and the BCM pin numbering is the one which GPIO 0 uses. So 20, this is an output, defined as output. I use pin number 16. This is a input, and that's on physical pin 36. And I use BCM pin 25, which is on physical pin 22. And that is only for this script. So within the Arduino, we saw that we needed to use analog pins for the readouts. But since the Raspberry Pi doesn't have that, we are going to use digital pins. So they have a high and a low function. So next step with our program is to put the blue LED off. So we're going to do a blue dot on. So I'll put a remark here. On equals LED is off, and off equals LED is on. So since we're going to check on how it works, we are now coming into the main loop. I'm going to do a while true. And now I need a way to read that sensor. So within the line sensor function in the GPIO0 library, we are able to check if a sensor has something detected or not detected. So for example, with this sense pin 1, I'm gonna check when line, which means when something is detected. I'm gonna use the lambda to show information to the console. And I can do the same when there is no line. So when the sensor detects a breach, then it reports line detected. And when the sensor does not detect anything, it says no line detected. So let's run the program and check if the sensor is working. Here you see me moving my finger above the sensor and it shows line detected, and when I remove the finger, no line detected. That means the sensor recognizes the breach. So now let's change the print line detected and print no line detected into blue off and blue on. This way, when sense pin 1, when the breach is detected, it will lit the blue LED, and when sense pin 2 a breach is detected, it will switch off the blue LED. So let's run it. Blue LED is on, and with the other one it should go off. Do it again. Blue LED is on, and with this one the blue LED goes off. So now we have the same method on the Raspberry Pi as in the Arduino. So as you can see, the code within Python for controlling the infrared sensors and the blue LED is very simple. It does not consist of many lines. So let me put the two codes side by side. So here is the Arduino on the right hand side and the Raspberry Pi code on the left hand side. Within the Arduino we have the setup function and a main program. On the Raspberry Pi we have the while true function, which only contains 2 lines, and in the loop function on the Arduino you see that we constantly need to read the analog pins and then switch the blue LED on or off. As you can see on the Raspberry Pi, the code is much simpler because we use more libraries to choose from. But looking at the differences between those two programs, you see that within the Arduino we have a function called avoid setup, in which we set up our parameters or our values. And then we have a main function called void loop, which is your main program. In Python we do not have that. We can, however, define functions. And what we're gonna do next week is we will create functions which we can include in our program. So the program for the traffic light, that the traffic light will continue to work while we're using the infrared sensors to control the blue LED and also the blue button. But to be able to do that, we need to change our program and create some functions in reading the infrared sensors and controlling the blue LED. So that is what we're gonna do next week. So for now, thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell icon to get notified. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you and goodbye.